Hi, my name is Hussein, and I'm one of the co-founders of Softprobe. In this short video, I'm going to introduce you to our event logging platform. So Softprobe's event logging platform is a next-generation observability tool that stores and visualizes backend events as structured graphs instead of text. And that architectural difference comes with a number of advantages. The first is that our observability platform is very efficient. We're able to reduce observability costs by up to 90% for customers who are migrating from Datadog. And the reason for that is that with legacy observability tools like Datadog, they store events as text. And in order to make that text queryable, the platform needs to index that text and re-index it every time new events are added. That compute is very expensive and tends to lead to costs rising non-linearly. That's why you often hear customers complain about surprise bills. The second benefit is that our observability is comprehensive. So because we're so much more efficient, we're able to preserve 100% of user sessions. Customers no longer need to sample and filter. That means we can store all user sessions and all API message bodies. This particular benefit allows us to do some really cool things with the observability data, which I'll get to in a bit. And finally, it's lightning fast. Querying structured data is a lot faster than querying unstructured text. So with that introduction, let me actually show you what the tool looks like. This is, let's start with the chat feature. So I mentioned that because we store data as structured graphs, it comes with some really cool benefits. So on top of the cost savings, you can think of graphs as the language of AI agents, right? If you want to debug a production issue, we can do so deterministically, right? And so in this case, you might want to search for a customer issue. I'll keep that out of scope of this quick intro video, but suffice it to say that being able to traverse a graph much better at root causing issues than querying unstructured text. So here's what the dashboard looks like. It'll show you a high-level summary of all recent events. More interestingly, if you go to our context view, this is where the magic really happens, and where you can start to understand the benefit of a session graph architecture. So let's say we want to search for events over a certain time period. I would click search, and then I would see all relevant sessions. If we take a look at this first session, this is a very, very simple session where the user performed one action which triggered a single backend event. In this case, that backend event generated an error. So you could click into the event and see the full API request and response bodies. So in this case, you can see that there was a 404 error not found. Not a particular interesting one, but the benefit is, if this were a different error, you would be able to see exactly what the response was, which is also very useful for silent errors, and if you need to do some deep debugging. So that concludes this quick intro to Softprobe. If you have any questions, you can reach us via our contact page, which you'll locate here on the website. Thank you very much.